Welcome to Fluent English Stories, where learning becomes exciting. Today, we begin the gripping journey of one of history's most controversial figures, Adolf Hitler. It started on a cold, grey morning in a small town. Nobody could imagine how one boy's life would change the world forever. His name was Adolf. Even as a child, people noticed there was something different about him. But what happened next will shock you. Adolf grew up in a modest home. His father, Alois, was strict and often harsh. His mother, Clara, was gentle and kind. Adolf loved her deeply. He spent hours watching her, trying to understand her warmth. But at school, life was different. He felt out of place. Teachers called him stubborn. Other children avoided him. Still, he had a strange fascination with art and history. He drew constantly, filling notebook after notebook with sketches. His imagination seemed endless, but the world outside his small room was not kind. As a teenager, Adolf struggled with rules. He wanted freedom, adventure, and a chance to make his mark. Yet, every attempt to follow his dreams was blocked. He wanted to become an artist, but a cruel rejection at the Academy of Fine Arts crushed him completely. That day, he walked home slowly, carrying his dreams in his hands. He felt anger bubbling inside. Why did the world treat him this way? He couldn't answer. But what happened next changed his life forever. He moved to Vienna, a city alive with music, culture, and people chasing their dreams. Adolf wandered its streets, observing the rich and poor. He began to notice patterns, ideas that made him believe he understood the world better than anyone else. He read constantly, from newspapers to history books. Slowly, his mind became filled with strong opinions. Some were ordinary, but others were dangerous. Adolf's charm grew when he spoke to strangers. He could make people feel that he saw them, really saw them. Yet behind his voice, something dark was stirring. A hunger for control, for recognition, for power. War erupted across Europe. Adolf saw soldiers returning, broken and angry. He felt a strange excitement in the chaos. He joined the army, thinking it would give him purpose. He wore the uniform with pride. His friends noticed how serious he had become. Yet, at the same time, he was still the boy who loved art, sketching quietly when no one watched. War changed him, and it did not change him. He became disciplined, focused, and obsessed with his ideas. But what happened next would shock even those closest to him. After the war, Adolf returned home. Germany was in ruins, hungry and lost. People were desperate for someone to listen, someone to lead. Adolf spoke at small meetings, at cafes. To anyone who would listen. His words were fiery, filled with promises of revival. Crowds began to grow. People felt hope, even though it was built on anger and blame. Adolf's voice carried farther than he imagined. With every speech, his confidence grew. Friends warned him about the path he was taking. They saw how extreme his thoughts had become. Yet, he ignored them. He was certain he was destined for something greater. Adolf found allies, men who believed in him and his vision. Together, they formed a movement, small at first, but growing steadily. The energy was intoxicating. He could feel the power in his hands, the ability to shape lives and cities. His charisma was undeniable. And many followed him blindly. Behind closed doors, however, doubts lingered. He worried constantly about enemies, betrayal, and weakness. He slept little, thinking constantly about strategy. Each victory in speeches, each small success, fed his hunger. Yet, a shadow always followed him. But what happened next would change Germany, and the world, forever. He began to rise politically, gaining followers who hung on every word. His speeches grew longer, more persuasive, and more dangerous. People who had never known hope felt inspired, while those who knew the truth began to worry. Adolf became a symbol, larger than life. But the boy who loved art and sketched quietly in the corner still existed. Only now, that boy was buried beneath ambition and a thirst for control. Every day, he plotted, he dreamed, he built a plan. The small meetings turned into massive rallies, and soon, Adolf's face was everywhere: posters, newspapers, and speeches that echoed through cities. He was unstoppable. But what happened next would shock the entire world. Even in his rise, there were failures. His movements were challenged, ideas questioned, enemies plotted. Yet he learned quickly. He understood how to manipulate fear and hope, anger and pride. He became a master at reading people. Friends and strangers alike underestimated him. Behind his intense gaze was a mind calculating every word, every gesture. Adolf believed himself chosen, destined for a place in history. But even as his power grew, whispers of danger followed him like a shadow. One wrong step, one enemy, could destroy everything. Yet he pressed forward, driven by forces even he could barely understand. In his personal life, Adolf remained complicated. He had few friends he trusted completely. Most relationships were calculated, built on loyalty and usefulness. His charm drew people close, yet few truly knew him. He often retreated to his private world of sketches and thoughts. He was both ordinary and extraordinary, human and terrifying. Each morning brought new challenges, new opportunities. Every evening, he planned, plotted, and dreamed. But what happened next would lead to a future that the world could never forget. The streets were alive with voices. Adolf's speeches echoed through city squares, filling people with hope, fear, and fascination all at once. Every face in the crowd seemed to watch him, hang on his every word. He felt the power buzzing in the air, the kind of power that could make or break nations. Yet, deep inside, the boy who once drew quietly in a corner still lingered. He wondered, sometimes, what had happened to the dreams he once held so close. But what happened next would shock even those who followed him blindly. Adolf's rise was unstoppable. He took control with careful planning, charisma, and ruthless ambition. Allies became loyal soldiers in his movement. Enemies fell quietly, their whispers silenced before they could grow loud. Cities cheered as he promised greatness. People believed he could restore order, rebuild pride, and make life better. But behind the crowds, behind the applause, danger always waited. A single mistake could shatter everything he had built. Yet, he did not fear. He believed himself untouchable, destined for history. In the early years, Adolf made choices that seemed small but carried enormous weight. Each law passed, each speech given, shaped the world in ways people could barely imagine. He watched the world like a chessboard, moving carefully, predicting reactions, calculating consequences. Some nights, he stared at maps for hours, imagining battles, strategies, and victories. In these quiet hours, memories of his childhood whispered to him, memories of art, of quiet sketches, of dreams that were never realized. But those whispers were drowned by ambition, by the need to be remembered. Soon, Adolf's power reached far beyond the cities he walked. He commanded armies, governments, and even the hearts of millions. The world outside Germany began to watch him closely. Allies and enemies alike studied his moves, trying to anticipate his next steps. Adolf thrived on this attention. He enjoyed the challenge, the thrill of being a step ahead, the satisfaction of shaping history. Yet, even in moments of triumph, cracks appeared. Some people began to question, to resist, to act against him. and the boy who had once felt powerless now faced the power of the world pushing back. But what happened next would plunge everything into chaos. He made decisions that changed millions of lives. Families were torn apart, cities destroyed, and fear spread like wildfire. Adolf believed it was all necessary, part of a greater plan, part of a destiny only he could fulfill. He surrounded himself with people who agreed with him, but even they sometimes doubted the path they were on. Still, he moved forward, unstoppable, convinced that history would remember him. But history would remember more than he imagined, in ways even he could not control. Adolf's private world remained strange and complex. In quiet moments, he returned to sketches and notebooks. He drew buildings, imagined landscapes, and sometimes even portraits. These moments felt like a distant echo of the boy he had once been. No one knew this side of him, not even his closest advisors. It was a secret he kept locked away, a fragile reminder of a life before power. And yet, power had changed him completely. It made him cruel, confident, and dangerous. But deep inside, a small voice still whispered, "What have you become?" As his power peaked, the world began to push back. Opponents formed alliances, and countries that had once ignored him began to fight. Cities burned, armies clashed, and the once unshakable confidence began to falter. Adolf had planned for many things, but even he could not anticipate the scale of resistance. People he trusted faltered, betrayals appeared in places he least expected. For the first time, fear crept into his mind. The boy who once dreamed of painting now stared at destruction he had unleashed. And what happened next would shock even his closest followers. The war grew brutal. Adolf faced loss, disappointment, and betrayal on every side. Friends became enemies, allies vanished, and the world resisted his control. He tried to hold on, clinging to the power he had fought so hard to achieve. Yet, each victory now felt hollow, each triumph overshadowed by consequences he could not escape. He realized that history was no longer his to control. The world had changed, and he could not undo the paths he had chosen. In the final days, Adolf's life was surrounded by fear and confusion. He retreated to secret rooms, hiding from enemies, even as the world he had tried to command crumbled around him. The boy who loved art returned, in small ways, sketching quietly, remembering simpler times. He thought about his childhood, his mother, his lost dreams. He wondered what could have been if he had chosen a different path, a life without ambition and hatred. But it was too late. History had already decided, and then, everything ended quietly. Adolf disappeared from the public eye, leaving a legacy that would haunt the world forever. People would remember him not for his sketches, not for his dreams, but for the power he sought, the chaos he caused, and the lives forever changed. Yet, in secret, the boy he once was lingered, a reminder that even the darkest ambitions can hide a human heart beneath. What if, in another world, Adolf had become the artist he dreamed to be? What if he had never stepped into power, never unleashed fear, and instead painted the world with beauty and color? The world would have been very different. The tragedy lies not only in history but in choices, in paths taken and never reversed. If this story surprised you, give this video a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think one choice could change history? I share stories like this every day. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.